Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. And this one is a doozy. I'm going to compare and contrast Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, something that you guys have been clamoring for quite a long time. So I took Game 3 from the 1996 NBA Finals, and I also took 2 games from last year for Kobe, and I'm going to show you how they attacked the basket and tried to score through the triangle offense. And you can decide, well, I'm going to tell you what I think, who was better. It's been well documented at B-Ball Breakdown how often Kobe Bryant will shoot the ball when he brings it up himself. And I want you to see how his teammates become out of rhythm by just standing around watching him shoot every time he brings it up. He made one, but here you'll see him get into another situation where he takes a very tough shot. No one else gets to touch the ball. And this is the great example against Denver where he dribbles the ball 8 times in the front court, and when you go to the basket and do a turnaround leaning fadeaway off the glass, you're not going to get that call. Let's compare this to Michael Jordan bringing the ball up in the 96 Finals against the Seattle Supersonics. Here he feeds Luke Longley, let him get off early because they have an advantage in the post. He is more than willing to initiate the offense and go away from the ball. He is far more dangerous that way, and as you see, it sets up his teammates for easy shots as well. By initiating the offense and going away from the ball, it makes his shots that much easier and more efficient. This is not the prettiest of plays, but watch how easy it is for him to score in a wide open catch and shoot. Here's a good example of Kobe not catching and shooting and having to put the ball on the ground. When he does get the shot, he makes it, but boy, is that a tough shot that will wear you down eventually. And here's another example of Kobe while he initiates the offense, dives right to the post while everyone's standing around watching. He hits another turnaround jump shot that's very tough, and I'm sure Carlisle will be more than happy to have him take those tough shots. And here's a great example of Michael getting a back screen after initiating the offense, flaring out to the pinch post, and then catching and doing a nice little turnaround jumper from the foul line. I think to Kobe, getting his teammates involved means him being very passive. Watch how he doesn't move at all on the offense, and Kidd can get in the way of Gasol both times Gasol tries to do a move. He's got to move or cut or do something, or else it makes it hard on his teammates. Here's another example of Kobe not moving, and here Stevenson can get in the way of Gasol and actually get a steal because Kobe is just standing around. What Michael was able to figure out was how to be ultra aggressive in the offense and still facilitate shots for your teammate. Here out of the pinch post, he gets right into the lane and gives a nice little bounce pass for Luke Longley, who can finish down low. You can't say Kobe doesn't try to facilitate his teammates all the time. Here they do a pick and roll when he brings the ball up, and yet the defense is in position. The only shot they're going to get is a long jumper for Pau Gasol. Not a great offense. And either Kobe or the Lakers kept insisting on running this bring the ball up and just screen for him stuff, and against a good defensive team, you're going to get very little out of this, and this is what happened to them all series long. Meanwhile, Jordan commanded very little special treatment out of the offense, and as a result, as he stays within himself and running pinch post, he can get into the lane and then find Luke Longley again for a nice open jump shot. Kobe has the ability to run the offense and stay within himself. He's just not consistent with it, and that hurts his teammates. Here he makes a perfect play to Ron Artest in the corner off of the pinch post. Here's something you never see Kobe do. Michael will initiate the offense and screen down for Steve Kerr out of the corner, who gets a wide open jump shot. All too often, Kobe will go out of the offense to isolate. Here he takes 11 dribbles out of the pinch post, everyone standing around watching, and there's the Denver defense coming over to take away that drive. Watch how ruthlessly efficient Michael is by running pinch post and coming right off, rising up off one dribble and just nailing the jumper. The triangle offense is all about rhythm and being able to be efficient. Here, Kobe's got to stutter step and pull back and miss a really tough three-pointer. You'll see Michael Jordan just catch and shoot and let it fly. We showed you how Kobe stands around way too much after he feeds the post and his man gets in the way. Watch Michael Jordan bring it over, feed the post. He's going to cut through the lane and go away from the ball, and then curl right back around for a nice, easy turnaround jump shot in the lane. Beautiful. Michael did have his share of ISOs where he took long, tough jump shots like Kobe, but watch the kind of movement the Bulls get before they go into an ISO mode where they need him. The defense has been going side to side. There's a lot of action happening, and it makes it a lot harder to guard him. Eventually, that wears you down on defense. For some reason, Kobe won't consistently play this way because as they do pinch and hit him on the post, a quick and easy turnaround jumper. If he did this more often, he'd score a lot more points. And finally, here's a juxtaposition of different shots that Michael takes versus what Kobe gets. And I think if you look at them back to back, you see a pretty stark difference in temperament and attitude on how to play basketball and how to exist within a team framework. Both can work and both can be successful, but overall, I think you can see which is better.
Personality, Harper out, he knows it's his day. And Michael Jordan picking it up. He has 20 points. The Bulls by 18.
So there you have it, sports fans. In my opinion, Michael Jordan was much more efficient on offense and scored a lot easier because he let the triangle offense work for him. Whereas Kobe is continually diving into the teeth of the defense and taking tougher shots, making his teammates stand around and watch. Michael Jordan began his career that way, but that's what he learned eventually through Phil Jackson and Tex Winter in how to make the offense work for him, something Kobe has never learned or been willing to learn. Well, don't miss our newest channel, Give and Go, right here in the link, so definitely click there and watch a great, informative talk show. And also, don't forget, at B-Ball Breakdown, it's not a channel, it's a conversation. You in?